how did I capture her sound? I didn't go through extensive lessons. I think straight away, one of the coolest things about getting to read for this job and to meet Greta and to meet Amy was that straight away I knew, and everybody that's read the book knows, that Amy is seen as the best but the worst child, and she's a brat and she's rude and she says all the right but the wrong things. And the most amazing thing about doing this job was straight away Greta said, I don't feel like Amy had the moment to express herself as to why she felt the way that she did. And that was straight away. So everything about Amy came from the scenes that I was allowed to read early on to do the audition tapes. I had an idea of who she was in my head, and I had a way of standing, and I had a way of speaking, and I sent those tapes in, and I'm happy to say that the tapes that I sent in were pretty similar in terms of like who I was in that moment to what we did as Amy on the day. And I think that's just one of those magical moments where you see a character the same way that the directors and the creators see the character, and that doesn't always happen. And I think I was very lucky in finding myself a team that totally supported what I and what they were all thinking. And in terms of the accent, we all had an amazing dialect coach. And we would just talk to each other in the accent, not 24 hours, but I think we all had a very similar way of how we wanted them to speak. We didn't want them to be too uppity. We didn't want them to sound like they were in corsets. They wanted to be natural and real and raw, but they also had to be from that era. And I think one of the coolest things about getting on set was that the way that Greta wrote, on the page, there would be lines that were literally on top of one another. And I didn't really know, I thought that it was a mistake. I was like, oh, Greta, she's forgot to press the space button again.